Welcome back, YouTube. Mike and Connor's Homestead. I just finished the last video doing the second one. I've got my suit on and I am ready to do some bee work here. So I'm going to start off by moving the whole entire hive. It's about 7:15 in the morning. You can see there's not a whole lot of action going on yet. When I start messing with their hive, there may be a little bit more. But I'm going to keep it to a minimum. They're only a week old and I don't want to stress them out. So that being said, I'm going to keep it a little quiet for a minute here. So I'm going to put the new top down in its place, as you can see here, and I will put the whole thing on top of this. I'm moving it forward a bit just because I want to make sure that I can get out that slider. So I'm going to make this a little taller as well. The chickens were trying to eat them as they were coming out of the hive, and I can't have that. So I had a little fence around them, and I feel like if I raise it up to 3 cinder blocks high, they won't be able to get to the entrance. It'll also prevent other pests like skunks and raccoons from trying to steal the bees' precious honey. Alright, so that looks pretty good there. I can still get this out from the back, so that was the reason I pushed it forward so much. So we're good there. You can see the bees aren't really too pumped about what I'm doing to them, but we'll make it quick, and it's for the better of the bees. So alright, that looks pretty good right there. So next I'm going to move the hive onto the new bottom. So there you have it. We've got a new bottom on it. Wasn't too bad. I really want to limit this to a short experience for the bees. I know they just moved and I don't want to put a ton of stress on them again, seeing as though they just moved. Didn't want to squish any of the little guys, so there's that. Got the new top on. They can get in, make sure that they know how to get into their own hive. They'll figure it out here shortly. Then the other thing I'm going to do today is put the new top on, so we'll do that. I only want to get in there once, so what I'm going to do is, when we put these bees in, there was a swarm, and they had a bunch of honeycomb with brood and honey in it that we took apart and put into here so that they had their babies and the pheromones of the queen, who's hopefully there, in it. And now I need to slowly take out that old honeycomb. I've got a bag for it here as well. Here's my bag to seal that honeycomb, because they're going to want to cling on to it because of the scent. So I want to get in there, take the honeycomb out, put this frame in its place, because I want to have all frames in there. So I'm going to do this once a week, and this is the first time. There's a bunch of it in there. I'd say there's maybe 5 or 6 really big pieces of honeycomb in there that I need to take out. So I don't want to do it all at once, because then they may leave, and I don't want them to leave. So without any more talk, let's go ahead and take care of this. Tell it's a slightly sealed. They use the honey to seal these things, so I've got this tool here to hopefully break that seal. And you see, in 1 week they've already kind of pressed this whole thing together. And you can see they've got some production going on here. It's like they're trying to build it onto the wall, which we don't want, but they're very active, it looks like. So, let's go ahead and put this down. You can tell they're not super happy about what I'm doing. There you have it. Oh. I want them to produce this in a different way, so I have to get rid of this. I just moved that way out of the way so that they don't even see it. Next, I'm going to put a new frame in. And I also want to disconnect this from the top. I want them to form this into the frames and not to the roof. So I'm going to pop these off really quick as well. And as you can see, I got the majority of that material off. So I'm going to brush them all off so that when I seal this, they're not going to be all over the place. I don't want to squish them if I don't have to. There you have it, got the top on. Let's put our new top on. And there you go, we are done. So that wasn't too bad. So if you like us, again, subscribe. I'll continue to do this every time I come in. I'll do a video so you guys can see what I'm doing. Looks like they're not too happy right now, but I don't want to stress them out too much. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. But have a great Sunday, and I'm